I'm the sidekick.
No,
Laugh.
let's not
We're
do
all,
this.
we're all co-hosts together on Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning, and we're doing a segment right now called a second date update. Have you ever heard of that?
It's a lot of people.
Yeah. We're trying to do something where we're helping one of our listeners to get a second date with you because he had such a nice time when you hung out originally. His name's Jared.
Yeah, okay.
Why'd you laugh?
Okay. Sounds like Jared planned an awesome date for you both.
What does mean?
I guess, like, did he tell you that we had gone go-karting?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great... You don't like that? I thought that's a fun
No,
thing.
yeah, it's like so fun on paper. So fun on paper.
Okay.
What happened in real life?
Yeah, the logistics.
You don't like wearing helmets because I'm with you.
Yeah.
We heard about most of the date from Jared, and the highlights were go-karts, there were burgers and milkshakes, and then at the very end, this is kind of controversial, you pinky promised him that you would see him a second time.
God, we're just bringing it out right at the beginning, huh?
Well, I mean, you're kind of a liar.
Okay.
You haven't seen him, and we're trying to figure out why.
Well, I don't know if we can count that pinky promise because I had to kind of maneuver myself out of it because,
What? Why?
Oh.
well, it was like he hooked the pinky, but then he also like pulls me in and tries to go in for a kiss.
Yeah, the thumb kiss that
Yeah.
everyone does.
No,
Thank you.
I think he meant a kiss.
A kiss on the hand or a kiss on the mouth?
Oh, I was going for the
Oh, right
thumb
on
kiss.
the mouth.
Oh my god.
All right.
That's not what I was talking about. I'm sorry.
Did he misread the moment? Because it sounds like kind of a cute moment for a first kiss.
Could be.
I mean, it was cute, but maybe just a little cringe because I was like, is that your move? Is that what you do?
Did you kiss him or did you not kiss him? He didn't tell us.
I had to swerve or curve or...
Oh.
Well,
So is it because you don't kiss on a first date or is it because you don't want to kiss him?
Well, I think like the bigger ick was a little bit before that. So I think it was insult to injury.
okay, he wasn't going to get a kiss no matter what at that point.
Oh.
I don't think so.
What was the bigger ick?
Okay, so I know how this will sound. I'm not a mean or shallow person, like I promise, but
Oh, here we go.
Okay.
Like-
We believe you.
we were go-karting, right? So we had like the full get-up and everything, and it's just like Jared just looked really kind of dumb like the whole time.
In the jumpsuit, I could see that. Everyone
Yeah.
looks silly. Like,
Yeah, it was kind of a big turnoff. And then we even took like a selfie, and he had his helmet on still. So it's like every time I think about him in this.
you got the ick. It happens all the time for all the reasons.
I don't think that's shallow. I just think that...
No, it's literally one thing can happen, and you just look at someone a completely different way.
But what about you? I mean, I'm sure that you didn't look like perfect in your go-kart helmet.
Okay, how do you...
Just
know that?
like, to be fair.
I know it's a little hard, but I took the time to kind of adjust it right. Like you can fit it properly. I put my hair in a way that it would pop out kind of cute.
I mean, it's something you
Okay.
couldn't get over,
She's like a
though.
rental
Like,
one,
you
right?
you can't unsee it.
Like, you shouldn't see him in a go-kart helmet that often after this.
Right.
You know?
True.
It's just it looms so big in my mind, and so yeah, I know I feel bad because he's been texting, and I guess I did pinky promise, but it's just.
So basically, you looked super cute in your racing helmet, and he looked super stupid in it. So he is not boyfriend material for that reason.
No, he's not second date material. We haven't
Well,
gotten
you
to
know,
that yet, Jeff.
okay.
That's a long way down the road.
It's a little harsh to my ears, but my ears aren't the ones that matter. Really, Jared is the one who's probably
that sucks.
going through it the most because he's on the other line right now listening to this conversation.
No, oh my gosh, no.
Oh, I guess she feels bad.
That's how
it's
this
okay.
works.
I'm
I hope he
sorry.
sells his helmet
That's
on.
not nice.
Yeah. Well, he knew.
What
he
you
knew.
said wasn't very nice, but let's hear
Jeffrey.
Jared.
Yeah.
What, he looks ugly in a helmet? What am I supposed
She
to say?
didn't know.
She didn't say ugly, she said stupid.
Okay, big difference. Jared, are you there?
Yo, are you serious? Like, I look dumb in a go-kart helmet, and that's why?
Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
That's ridiculous. We're riding go-karts. Everybody looks stupid and like an idiot riding a go-kart. Nobody looks cool
Some more
riding
than
a
others.
go-kart.
Some more than others.
I mean, do you think you were pulling it off? You know, we
I
could be
didn't care how I looked. I was excited to get on the go-kart and go around and do laps. I didn't like. It's not. This is the Daytona 500. I don't know. Like, I don't have to look. cool.
Okay, I know.
You actually would look pretty cool if you were in the Daytona 500 with that. That's
But
a pretty hot look.
I think the point is you found a guy who's willing to look dumb and do fun things. And, like, that's really what you want
That's
in a
actually
partner.
very-
And he's presumably not going to be wearing a helmet the whole time that you guys date.
Which is what
Not.
Alexa said.
Yeah, but guys, I'm looking at the selfie picture right now, and he just looks so dumb. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Delete it.
Yeah,
Delete it.
delete it or Photoshop it so he doesn't look dumb anymore. Put a nice head of hair on top of him.
When I took off the helmet, did I look good or what?
Oh.
I mean, it's just the image has been burned into my brain. It's like forever associated. I'm sorry.
Yikes.
Well, we'd love to get the opportunity to burn a brand new image into your
Yeah.
brain with no helmet on his head because we're going to offer to send you on another date and we'd pay for it.
And you pinky promise. That's sacred.
That is true.
Yeah.
You should
This
give
is
him another chance. He's a funny guy.
Don't unleash the wrath of the pinky gods on yourself. Say yes
Oh,
to the second
man.
date.
I feel bad, Jared. I mean, if your ego isn't bruised that badly, I mean.
You're still laughing. Yeah.
Stop looking at the picture. Delete it. Oh my God.
He can take a beating if
Come
he says yes to
on.
this.
Jared, tell her why she should say yes.
Because besides me looking dumb and how we had a good time. Even after when we had milkshakes and burgers, you were laughing and having fun. We had a good time.
Yes,
That's
I was
silly
very.
thing.
My mind was taken off of the helmet for a little moment, so I think maybe it could happen again.
Okay.
Okay. That's a yes then.
Yay!
Yes, it's a yes.
Got it.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Pinky promise has been restored.
We can put the machete away.
All right. And make sure you burn any headgear that you own right now. Okay,
Yeah,
Jared?
for
Can't be
real.
seen in that.
Like not even a headband,
He's like
bro.
concussions, it doesn't matter anymore.
Gosh, now I'm going to wear a cowboy hat.
I think that's a bold choice.
Oh, I don't know if you can pull that off.
Yeah.
All right. No country bars. Good luck. Safe to say, we love our listeners as much as we love our own babies. Right, Brooke?
Brooke?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Right. We just don't let Jose babysit either one.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, yes, I'm on
Yeah,
board.
yeah,
Yeah,
And
yeah.
just
Try
like
to hang out with the listeners.
just like any good parent knows, you should never have favorites.
That's right.
But guess what?
No.
We do.
Yeah, you do.
Sorry, Alder firstborn gets the most love.
Oh,
And
sorry.
I am
Love you, Nora.
so excited to announce that one of our show faves is back today.
Really?
He's a unique character that's been on several times before, and his newest love story all started in the back of a Metro City bus.
Oh, man.
And trust me, it only gets more romantic from there. You're going to hear who it is in your brand new second date update next. I have been waiting for this moment for an entire week. I am so excited.
I know you're actually smiling.
Yeah, what?
Ladies and gentlemen,
What's happening?
making his glorious return,
What?
please welcome back to the show a fan favorite.
Oh.
Can I get a drum roll, please, for the one, the only, Roofer. Roofer, welcome back, dude.
Yeah, thanks for having me back, dude.
Wow,
Bro, you're
Roofer.
getting more requests than song requests.
Oh,
We've
my
had
God.
people constantly remember
Will you
bro.
remind me, Roofer, what you were on? Like, we
Well,
did a second date last time, but I can't remember.
It's
if
been
it was
over
successful.
a year since he was last
Yeah,
on with
I
us.
don't even
Okay.
remember.
And Roofer's actually been on the show 3 different times.
Three
the,
different
the
times.
most memorable one for me was the coffee date that you had with a girl,
yeah.
which you forgot about because that morning you were, let's call it,
Yeah.
medically enhanced.
Sure, we'll
He
go
was
with
out of
that.
it.
You
Yep.
may or may not have been staring at the clock, or
Yeah.
you stared at it for too long and zoned out.
I
so
remember now.
We're just going to say that you forgot. But
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
didn't work.
he's like, yeah, that sounds good. That sounds good.
Sounds like me.
Yeah.
Anyway, we don't need to go any more detail about that. The bottom line is, Roofer, you're a friend of the show. We love hearing from you. So let's talk about this new woman that you just met. What's her
Okay,
name?
Roofer.
Yeah, her name is Cheryl,
Okay, where'd you meet her?
and we met on the bus.
Oh, was she
wow.
passed out too?
Why am I not
my gosh.
surprised?
I expect
Roofer?
nothing less from you.
Yeah.
Sleep, Jeff?
Yeah.
First of all, she was awake. I want to really
Yes.
emphasize that.
Emphasize.
Good for you, dude.
Do not
We
edit
kn-
that part out.
We know Jeffrey's humor. You're good, man.
Yeah, he's kidding.
Well, like, I didn't have a bus pass, so she offered to cover my bus pass.
Oh.
Wow.
Look at you, not even digging in the trash for a transfer
Yeah, I
at
was
the
gonna
station.
say you got
Didn't
a little
have to.
transfer.
Okay.
So how did you and Cheryl get to talking to each other or interacting with each other?
I mean, like I said, she bought me the bus pass, and then she decided to sit with me. So
Okay.
started talking on the bus ride.
Oh.
And did you?
Oh.
She
That's
liked
a
what she
risky
saw.
move on her part.
Yeah.
Meeting a man at a bus stop and sitting next to him.
Yeah.
So how did that conversation with her go?
Well, she said she was going to the botanical gardens.
Oh, cool.
Oh.
Oh, beautiful.
And I was like, oh, man, I got nothing else to do. Like,
Wait, you invited yourself, or did she invite you?
there's a little of both. I was kind of like, can I tag along? And
I like botanicals. I like greens.
Oh, you're going to a funeral? Yeah, sure. You know what?
Oh, my
I got
God.
time.
Why not?
I say good for you.
Okay.
Well,
was
did
she
you-
open to that?
Yeah, that's the question.
yeah, no, she was like, cool.
Okay.
You know.
Okay, so you guys went to the botanical gardens together.
Hey, how was that?
Disappointing.
Oh.
Oh.
Wait, why?
I guess I didn't know what a botanical garden was, but I was picturing it like an underwater thing.
Huh.
No, it's not an
It was
aquarium.
just plants. Like it was just
Oh.
a regular garden.
Yeah.
Did you voice how much you thought it sucked?
I tried to kind of keep it to myself, but then after about 20 minutes of just looking at like flowers and stuff, you kind of, I got bored.
Ah,
Yeah,
seen one flower, you seen them all.
pretty much.
Did you try to talk to your kind of date, the girl at all? Did you ask her any questions when you got bored?
Oh yeah, I just kept talking like basic small talk. What do you do for work and all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
But I also
Okay.
brought this thermos, and she shared some of my pre-mixed stuff.
Oh,
Oh, no.
Premix.
What does that mean?
I'm afraid to ask. What was your pre-mixed in your thermos?
I call it a morning trucker. It's just like whiskey and OJ and kind of like.
Aw.
Whiskey and
What?
There
Did-
you
wait,
go.
sounds delicious.
Did you
dude.
tell her what was in this before she took a big sip?
Like I just said, it's whiskey and OJ and.
Okay, you told her.
Okay.
All right.
Did
She
that-
was game.
Did that change the date around, make things go a little bit better?
I mean, like took the edge off a little bit, but
There you go.
still boring garden.
Okay.
But it was a boring garden
Yeah.
still. Okay.
Well, maybe you need to change the
Botanical.
scenery at that point.
Well, I tried. So after an hour, I was like, "You want to go to like a bar or something?"
Oh.
Oh.
What time in the morning is this?
Yeah, wait.
After pre-funk.
And you already have, your mixed thermos of whiskey and OJ.
Oh, which sounds awful.
Oh yeah, that's what she kind of said too. Is are you already drinking? But like,
Oh, okay.
it's kind of I want to mix it up, get other drinks.
You
Yeah.
can't day drink unless you start in the morning.
So you offered to change scenery, go to a bar and drink. What did she say?
She did not want to do that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
doesn't sound very fun.
Makes
Yeah.
sense.
I mean,
dude.
she took a bus with the sole purpose of spending time in this garden. She was
Yeah.
really excited about it.
Honestly, Roofer, I'm surprised you'd even want to call a woman like this back.
What?
Who's killed your
Jeffrey.
buzz.
She was still overall. It was the gardens that sucked.
Oh,
Oh.
see? It
Oh,
wasn't
so-
her.
you felt
Okay.
the vibe. You just think it was the
Okay.
setting that messed it up for you?
Yeah, totally.
Did she share her phone number with you, Roofer?
Yeah, I did get her number, and I mean,
Okay.
it could be my fault, but why she's not calling back.
No.
I kind of let the old Cricket wireless account expire there.
Oh.
Oh, so your cell phone's off? Where are you calling us from right
I was
now,
going to
bro?
say maybe she's not single.
Oh, it works now.
Oh,
I see.
it was shut off temporarily.
I
Got
always
it.
wonder who
You
had
ran out.
cricket.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, a lot of people.
That's Roofer. Okay.
Yeah.
Now your cell phone's back up and running, and you still haven't heard anything back from her? No texts, no calls, nothing?
Yeah, I mean, again, it was down for like a week, but
Oh, it's not too
I
long.
did text her when it got back up, and yeah, nothing.
So, I mean, was there anything romantic about this? Because maybe she went in it thinking more of a friend.
Brooke, did you
know?
not hear him say morning trucker
I just,
out of a thermos?
yeah, and that
That should have won you over
Okay.
by miles.
I mean, are you proposing at this point?
yeah.
So
Yeah, I mean,
let's-
I don't think like the first hangout needs to be romantic or anything, but like we totally vibed.
Good.
Okay.
As
What's a
long as
good-
there's something awkward.
yeah, we just need a good starting point to jump off
All
from. So
right.
that's what we're going to do.
Yeah.
We're all going to have some morning truckers and come back.
Okay, I'm
We're
a
doing it for
fan.
Roofer.
No.
Coming back and calling Cheryl, try to get your second date update right after this. Quick recap for our good buddy Roofer, who's back on the show. We're getting a lot of texts at 78592, by the way, of people very excited saying,
yeah.
Roofer's back.
Yeah.
Love me some roof. Raise the roof.
right.
A lot of roof puns.
Yeah, I feel like we should just be chanting Roofer, Roofer,
Yeah.
We should.
Roofer.
tons of fans of Roofer. So, Roofer, is there anything you want to say to your radio posse who's listening right now?
The roof heads?
Oh man, I mean, you guys already hit it, but like,
No.
thank you.
Yeah.
But Roofer has come to us again today, this time because he met a woman on the bus. Public transportation is where all the hidden hotties lie. We all
That's
know
right,
that.
Jeff.
And this one was named Cheryl. Roofer invited himself to the botanical gardens with her, where she was already
He really
going.
did.
And they shared his thermos full of trucker moonshine, whatever it was. And after about an hour of that, they decided to call it a day.
Hey, Roofer, don't let him talk about you like that. What is it called again?
It's morning trucker.
The morning
Yeah,
trucker.
Jeff.
It does sound better when it goes by a name.
Yeah.
Like a screwdriver. It doesn't sound that bad.
True, but
I don't like that.
when
He doesn't like vodka. He has standards.
no,
I thought he just cussed.
No, he said vodka.
Okay.
Not
Roofer's
the
got
F
some
word.
class, but he did feel something when he hung out with Cheryl, and
Buzzed.
it's not just the headache that he
Oh,
woke up
okay.
with after
No.
regaining consciousness in the bushes. He really liked her, and Roofer knows when you like someone and they're not reaching out back to you, you come to us.
That's right.
We've always gotten them on the line at least.
Yeah.
Yes.
Not a date.
I
but-
don't think we've ever gotten a successful second
Have
date
we
for
not?
you
No,
yet.
I don't
This
think-
might be the one though, Roofer.
I feel.
You feel.
All right.
Worst case, you made more
You know
fans.
what? That means that you haven't had enough morning trucker.
Oh, yeah, that's
if
true.
you still feel.
All right. Well,
So-
You're right. Let me top myself off real quick.
No,
Top yourself
we're
up.
joking.
No,
I don't know if that's a
No.
good idea.
No.
But-
Don't refill.
It sounds
just-
like you got it on tap.
Yeah, bro.
Look what
the-
you've done, Brooke. All
Just
right.
in the fridge.
Here we go. We're going to call Cheryl. You hold on to that drink. We're going to talk to her for a bit. Here we go.
Hello?
Hi, we're looking to speak with Cheryl.
Yes, this is she.
Oh, man, is this going to be a surprising phone call, Cheryl?
Yeah. Cheryl, you're on a radio show right now, and everybody in this room thinks that you're a very, very lucky woman.
Hi.
Brave woman.
Uh,
Hi, Cheryl.
Hey.
Hi.
Hi.
You're confused.
Yeah, so we're a show called Brooke and Jeffrey in the Morning, and we do this segment called a second date update where we try to help out our listeners with their dating life if they want to see somebody again after going out on one date.
Okay.
And there is a guy that wants to see you one more time.
I mean, I guess you weren't really a date, but
His name is Roofer, is how we know him. I don't know if he introduces
Oh.
himself a different way.
Oh my God, Roofer.
Okay, you know him?
That was like 6 months ago.
what?
Wait, what?
No.
6 months?
You did are you sure you're talking about the same guy, the guy that you met on the bus?
And you guys went to the garden?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Leave
You
it
know
to
what?
Roofer,
We
bro.
never asked how long ago the date was. We all assumed it would be like a week ago because that's
Yeah.
normally what people do on this.
It
You
was
just
a
woke up.
totally different season that you were in the botanical garden.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry about that. We're going to have to ask you to go way back into your memory bank, though, and see if you can recall what that hangout with him was like.
I mean, it was memorable. It was a little hard to forget. Yeah.
Memorable's
It
good.
could be, positive.
I mean, I didn't say that.
Well, we've heard a little bit about the date or the hangout from Roofer, but sometimes with these calls, the guys will remember things differently than the girls do. So can we ask, how did you feel when you met Roofer on that public bus and he invited himself to the botanical gardens with you?
I mean, he seemed really interested in the botanical gardens, which is not many men that I know are cool with, like, going to smell the flowers or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he thought it was
And
underwater.
to be
you
fair, he
like
didn't
that?
know exactly what the botanical
Yeah.
gardens
Yeah.
were,
You
so
guys-
it's more of a discovery mission than anything.
I feel like she's getting
You
to
know
that
what?
when he was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense, actually.
Okay. Why do you say that?
Why? What was he like in the gardens?
I mean, so like we got there and we were like wandering around for a little while. We ended up in the main building and like he starts talking to one of the employees and he tells them like that he doesn't feel well and is there anywhere for him to like lay down? And
Oh,
I'm
no.
all like,
Oh, God.
what is going on? Is he okay?
Is this after you guys shared the whiskey and orange juice out of his thermos?
Oh, that was later. That was after this.
Oh.
Oh.
What,
later.
was it good, by the way?
Yeah. Huh.
I don't like orange juice that much.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Okay,
sorry
so-
to sidetrack you. You're
Yeah.
you're in this building and he's talking to the staff about laying down.
So the staff like finds a room for him to go into to lie down. And,
That's
but as soon as he
nice.
gets in there, he pulls out his phone charger and starts charging it.
No.
Oh.
No. Wait, was it an excuse for a phone charger? Is that what you're implying?
I think So I had no idea what was going on.
He's got so many phone problems.
Yeah, he's resourceful.
True.
That's true.
If you're
Did
going to
you
take
s-
anything from that.
Did you stay in the room with him?
I wandered around and looked some of the stuff in the main building, and like 10 minutes later, he walked out and was like, let's keep going, I guess. So we walked outside. We were in the garden for a while.
Okay.
And like, I turn around, and suddenly he's just gone, nowhere to be found.
What?
Okay.
So I go and I look around this, like one of those, boxwood hedges, the really like thick bushes.
Yeah.
Okay.
He is behind the bush, peeing into another display.
Peeing?
Yeah.
Wait,
Oh, no.
peeing into a display of flowers or something?
No.
Yeah.
Those are like expensive, super well kept flowers.
There
at a
are
botanical-
so many bathrooms at a botanical
Yeah,
garden.
It costs
What
money
did
to
you
go in
do?
there.
I pretended I didn't see him and was
Okay. I can see how that would be a jolting experience for you.
What are
I
you-
will say, we didn't hear that version of the story from Roofer.
Well, it's because he doesn't know that she saw it.
Or because it was 6 months ago and he has a hard time remembering it. But
Come on.
I think the only way to clear everything up is to just connect you with Roofer right now, who's actually
Right.
on the other line at the moment.
oh,
Yeah.
right.
Roofer, you there?
Yeah, what's going on?
Oh, right.
Eh.
Well, it sounds a little looser than when we
couple
started the call.
sips.
I mean, the phone thing makes sense. My phone's always running out of juice.
Makes sense. You don't remember that?
You remember going and charging your phone?
I don't, but I probably.
But it checks out.
It
Okay.
sounds like you.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's something
good.
I would do.
And I'm sorry, the bushes. I mean, that's usually what bushes are for, right?
No.
No, bro.
Well-
That's if you're in the wilderness.
Yeah, especially in a botanical garden.
Yeah, there were a lot of bathrooms around Roofer. You could have definitely gone in one of those.
Hey, when you gotta go, right?
No, not
No,
right. That's not
that's
right.
not the
Yeah,
rules.
Roofer.
I mean, the worst thing is it was like a raised box.
Oh.
A ring
Oh.
that was in its own
Maybe he got.
display?
Maybe that's.
Probably thought it was a urinal.
There it is.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like the visual confused him after all the morning truckers.
I think I probably
Yeah.
put like coffee in it too, and coffee just goes right through me. So
Coffee with the orange juice
Oh
and
my
whiskey?
goodness, bro, that is.
It's called a morning trucker. What else do you drink in the morning?
I think that's called a Four Loko.
Oh my god!
Oh my god.
Wow. Okay.
Just for the record, I don't remember any coffee in that thermos. I think it was mostly whiskey and a quiet whisper of orange juice.
Okay. Well, the good
There's
news
the
is that the
She couldn't
memory
even taste the coffee.
No.
the memory has stuck with you so long,
Yikes.
possibly because of such a strong connection that you and Roofer had.
Oh, nice, Jeff.
Otherwise, you would have forgotten this months ago.
Oh.
It was certainly a colorful experience.
Oh, one that you would like to have again?
That's a great idea, Brooke, and we would love to offer to fund that second date in a brand new location. Totally on us, paid for by the radio station. What do you think, Cheryl?
Oh,
Listen, I'll leave the thermos at home. All right, we'll get drinks in a regular.
Oh, you're still gonna drink. You're
And
just
then I promise not to piss on any endangered species,
we're on the radio. You
Aw.
can't do that.
and I'll buy your bus pass this time.
Oh.
Hey, reimbursement.
What a
man.
gentleman.
Romantic.
Don't let a gentle poet like this slip away from
Oh,
you.
my goodness.
Give him
Cheryl.
one more chance.
as chivalrous as this offer is, I think I'm going to have to pass.
Oh, darn
Roofer.
it. We almost did it, Roofer.
Yeah, buddy.
I mean, bummer, but you know.
yeah.
Bummer, but you know.
What?
Roofer, I feel
Back to
like
the public transportation
No.
system for me.
just
This guy gets more dates than I do still.
leave the thermos at home, my man.
Why would you leave a thermos at home? That's the whole point of a thermos.
Yeah, Brooke, you have a thermos in front of you right now.
I think Brooke thinks you should put it in a camelback. That way you can wear it. It fits way more liquid in there.
That is not
That's a
it.
good idea.
Yeah, okay.
That is not it. Don't listen to him, Roofer.
You're like, is he drinking brown water?
Gross.
They say if you have a real connection with someone, even doing the most mundane tasks together will still be fun.
Oh, that's sweet.
It's so
Yeah.
true, bro.
Yeah.
You know, like
can do the
folding
dishes.
folding laundry, dishes,
Yes, folding the dishes.
peeling
Sorry,
potatoes,
I do dishes different.
popping each other's back pimples.
Yes. Oh my gosh, where are you, my queen?
Stop it.
My
That is
pimple
so
queen,
gross.
pop
It's
me.
fun if you have a
Gross.
real connection with each other.
God.
Well, one of our listeners definitely put that theory to the test during his
you.
romantic evening out.
Oh, please don't tell me it's the back.
It wasn't that, but now he says maybe their date activity was too mundane. Even Brooke called it boring, and she does book clubs.
And like Scrabble.
Yeah.
So
Is awesome. Back off, Alexis.
you're going to hear what they did in your brand new second date update right
Yes.
after this. There's two types of people that you're going to meet in the dating world. The neurotic, uptight overplanners like Brooke, who have to schedule out every minute of the entire evening months in advance,
Are
or
you
they
joking?
won't even have a good time.
Is that true, Brooke?
No, I can't show up on time for anything, let alone like overplan it. Do you not know me?
Brooke was literally yelling at me to put it in your schedule, Jeff. Put it in your schedule or you're going to forget.
That's because we have
Yeah,
to travel for work and you're not going to show up.
Okay, neurotic. And then there's the chill, suave, go with the flow types, like me,
I
Like
knew.
you, of
Okay.
who
Oh,
believe that they
that's
can
why.
make a good time happen with anyone in any bathroom at any truck stop at any time.
Dang.
That's my
Those
promise.
are the only two types?
Yeah.
Has to be a truck stop, though. And one of our listeners says he's also the go with the flow type, but he's worried it may have been his undoing on his date. His name is Russell, but we're going to call him Russ, and he's not going to fight us because he's chill with it. What's up, Russ?
Nothing much. Yes, I am a go with the flow dude. That's for sure.
That's my guy.
Russ
Okay.
is just like water.
What?
What?
Oh,
Because
goes
water
with the flow.
goes with the
I got it.
flow.
I got it. Okay. Brooke
Bends
doesn't
to every
really-
need.
Yeah,
Fits
doesn't
in
go
any
with
container.
way to turn this into like a physics lesson.
Well, just say
This
that's
is why Brooke is the opposite of him.
Yeah, let's let me
fun.
lead this conversation, the chill type. So, Russ, why don't you tell us about
The
how you
chill stock.
how you met this person that you went out with? What's her name, by the way?
Her name is Whitney.
okay.
Whitney.
And how'd you meet her?
Well, we met at this place. I probably shouldn't say the name, but it's one of those drinking and darts places.
A bar?
Yeah, well, it's,
I know that's what I was
I don't
thinking
want
too.
to reveal, but
I mean, it's one of those newer places that electronically keeps score of the darts as you go. Like, you know that place, Pop Golf?
yeah, Top Golf's great.
It's like that, but for darts.
Okay.
I've heard of these. That's cool.
So again, it's just taking like old bar games and
yeah.
charging
better.
charging people more for them, Alexis. But yeah,
Met Whitney there.
I was there with coworkers.
Bro.
You know, like
You do the
folding
dishes.
folding laundry, dishes,
Yes, folding the dishes.
peeling
Sorry,
potatoes,
I do dishes different.
popping each other's back pimples.
Yes. Oh my gosh, where are you, my queen?
Stop it.
My
That is
pimple
so
queen,
gross.
pop
It's
me.
fun if you have a
Gross.
real connection with each other.
God.
Well, one of our listeners definitely put that theory to the test during his
you.
romantic evening out.
Oh, please don't tell me it's the back.
It wasn't
Jeff.
that, but now he says maybe their date activity was too mundane. Even Brooke called it boring, and she does book clubs.
And like Scrabble.
Yeah.
So
Is awesome. Back off,
man.
Alexis.
you're going to hear what they did in your brand new second date update right
Yes.
after this. There's two types of people that you're going to meet in the dating world. The neurotic, uptight overplanners like Brooke, who have to schedule out every minute of the entire evening months in advance,
Are
or
you
they
joking?
won't even have a good time.
Is that true, Brooke?
No, I can't show up on time for anything, let alone like overplan it. Do you not know me?
Brooke was literally yelling at me to put it in your schedule, Jeff. Put it in your schedule or you're going to forget.
You do
That's because we have
Yeah,
to travel for work and you're not going to show up.
Okay, neurotic. And then there's the chill, suave, go with the flow types, like me,
I
Like
knew.
you, of
Okay.
who
Oh,
believe that
that's
they can
why.
make a good time happen with anyone in any bathroom at any truck stop at any time.
Dang.
That's my
Those
promise.
are the only two types?
Yeah.
Has to be a truck stop, though. And one of our listeners says he's also the go with the flow type, but he's worried it may have been his undoing on his date. His name is Russell, but we're going to call him Russ, and he's not going to fight us because he's chill with it. What's up, Russ?
Nothing much. Yes, I am a go with the flow dude. That's for sure.
That's my
Okay.
guy.
Russ is just like water.
What? What?
What?
Because
goes
water
with the flow.
goes with the
I got it.
flow.
I got
Oh.
it. Okay. Brooke
Bends
doesn't
to every
really-
need.
Yeah.
Brooke
Fits
doesn't
in
go
any
with
container.
Way to turn this into like a physics lesson.
Well, I'm just saying. That's
This is
it.
why Brooke is the opposite of him.
Yeah, let's let me
fun.
lead this conversation, the chill type. So, Russ, why don't you tell us about
Let the
how you
chills talk.
how you met this person that you went out with? What's her name, by the way?
Her name is Whitney.
Okay.
Whitney.
And how'd you meet her?
Well, we met at this place. I probably shouldn't say the name, but it's one of those drinking and darts places.
A bar?
Yeah, well, it's,
I know, that's what I was
I don't
thinking
want to
too.
reveal, but
I mean, it's one of those newer places that electronically keeps score of the darts as you go. Like, you know that place, Pop Golf?
yeah, Top Golf's great.
It's like that, but for darts.
No,
Okay.
I've heard of these. That's
Oh.
cool.
So again, it's just taking like old bar games and
yeah.
charging
better.
charging people more for them, Alexis. But yeah.
Met Whitney there?
I was there with coworkers, and she was part of the group next to us
You just met her in the wild? Like,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
in the wild.
How did you approach her? Like, how did you guys strike up a conversation?
Super, totally naturally. Like, there's these tables between our groups, and we were sharing them to set drinks on.
Oh.
And she set hers down, and I was just like said to her, "How's it going?" You know, that's it.
Good pickup line.
Nice.
Yeah, and she just leaned in and said, "I'm just going really good." And she even whispered to me, she said, "Because I'm cheating."
Oh.
Ah.
Oh.
Wait, what?
Wait,
Darts.
how do you cheat at an electronic game?
You're talking about darts, not about like relationships, right? Like she's not cheating that way.
About darts.
Okay.
About
good.
darts.
That's
Yeah.
really funny.
That's awesome.
Were you able to get a date out of that meeting, or is this your one hangout?
Yeah, I asked her as it was coming to a close. I was like, "Hey, do you want to? Can I get your phone number? You want to hang out sometime?" And she said, "Yes."
Cool.
Nice. That's awesome. So you spun that into a date a few days later. Is that what happened?
Yeah, the next week.
Okay.
What'd you guys do?
I didn't have a plan. I just said, "I'll come pick you up if you're comfortable with that, and we can just drive into the city and figure out something to do."
Or there's a lot of truck stops outside of the city, which also make great date spots. Just,
Jeff can guide you to those.
but you know, city's one way to do it. Okay, where'd you go?
Okay.
Well, so we drove in, and I wasn't hungry. And then I asked her if she wanted to get something to eat, and she said she wasn't hungry either.
Oh.
Never trust that.
Yeah.
You didn't. You should have still bought her food, bro. I've learned from that mistake.
So what'd you guys, did you go get a drink somewhere?
I was like, "Yeah, let's go get a drink." And she's really not actually a big drinker, and it was a weeknight, and I was like, "All right, so no drinking, no food. I don't want to go sit in a movie theater, you know." So we just drove around, you know.
Sorry, wait, you did what?
We drove around.
That's it. That was the date, just
For-
driving.
For how long?
About an hour, less than an hour and a half.
Bro, this
Oh.
is like when
Was
I was
it
in
like
high school.
No, but was it on like a pretty road or is this like stoplight traffic driving?
Does that make a difference to you,
Yeah,
Alexis?
slightly.
I mean, it was night, and
Oh, yeah.
there were stoplights. It was not some scenic drive in the country. No, it was driving around in the city.
Okay. So now, do you regret not having a plan?
Yes, honestly, yeah.
Shoot.
At least you admit it.
Well, how did that
Conversation.
night end? Like, was it just driving the whole time?
Yes, that's about it. But it wasn't as awkward as it sounds. Like, that's
Really?
the thing. We were talking about our families, talking about our lives, our work, and you know, she was laughing, I was laughing. So it wasn't like as painful as it sounds.
Well,
But
I'll
I
be-
also wonder if it wasn't painful for you because you had something else to do, like drive.
Yeah.
She's just sitting there.
She could suggest something at that point. Like,
That's
you
true.
could.
Maybe we ended on a high note when they finished the evening. How did you guys leave it?
I dropped her off, and we said we would do it again.
do that again?
No, I said, I joked, and I said, you know, next time we'll have a destination, and she was into it. You know, and I said, let's get dinner. Let's be hungry. Let's maybe a weekend.
And since then, how many times have you driven by her house quietly?
Oh, he likes that. He thinks that's funny.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm just kidding.
likes
How,
to drive.
how long has it been?
Since that night, it's been just over a week.
Okay. And you've heard nothing or little bits?
I only texted her twice. She responded to the first text and not to the second one. I'm not going to keep bugging her, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, but you can tell.
You're gonna let us bug her.
Yeah. So we're
Yeah.
gonna come back and we're gonna try and play it cool and suave, but we're gonna take a page out of Brooke's dating life and have a
We
little
are.
bit of a plan.
Okay.
and ask her
smart,
questions.
Just
smart.
a small plan.
Yeah,
I mean,
just a
that's
teeny
not
plan.
Like,
We won't yell at her and demand that she put it in the calendar. But
it's more effective.
we'll gently approach her and try and get you a second date update
Yes.
right after this, okay?
Awesome.
All right, man, hold on. You know what? I'm proud of our listener, Russell, because he listens to his dates and gives them exactly what they want. Whitney said she wasn't hungry, no food. She said she wasn't thirsty, no drinks.
Okay.
She said she didn't really feel like doing anything, then her wish is his command. They're just going to drive around the city and talk until they bore themselves to tears.
Your wish is his command.
Until she said, okay, I think it's time to drive me home.
All right, I'll take you right home then.
Exactly what he did. So why isn't our man getting a call back today? I just hope she doesn't complain that he didn't set anything up and plan out a date, because if he does, I'm going to have to rush to his defense.
Are you?
Brooke, if that happens, would that turn you on too much? Because I could dial back my natural heroic qualities if that's going to be a problem for you.
I see. I didn't know what you were inferring me to be turned on by.
Yeah.
By my heroism that oozes out of my pores.
I see.
I like how he has to explain.
I feel safe.
Okay. Russell, do you feel safe?
I feel safe.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, Russell. I mean, I think we know what we're going to hear here, but I think it's going to be easy to get you another chance.
What are we going to hear here?
That she was bored.
Oh.
That it was a boring date.
Why do you always bring them down right before we do the call?
Bringing them down.
Why do you always do that? I think she's going to I think it's going to be a scheduling conflict.
Okay.
And she wasn't bored at all. Or she's married and you were just a side piece.
Wow.
Okay.
I'm the one bringing the mood down.
Somewhere
I
in
see.
between there. We'll
no,
find it.
Okay, let's hope there's somewhere in between there.
Okay.
The married
pray.
part is actually kind of good news. It's not
No,
your
it's
fault
not.
then,
Yeah,
Russ.
that's true.
You know?
Well, wait, because they didn't kiss.
Well, I don't know.
Did you guys kiss?
No, we didn't.
I think it
Okay,
was,
that's good then.
It's
Because
still-
she didn't ask for a kiss. If she had asked for one, though, he would have planted one on her.
it'd still be
I
cheating.
would have.
Yeah, that's still cheating. Like my
This is
husband can't
spiraling
go
so much.
drive for an hour with a random woman in a car. That would.
Can't?
Michael, if you're
Jealousy.
listening, turn the car around.
All right.
Now we got to get back to business here. We're going to call Whitney. Let's dial her number and see if she picks up. Here we go.
Hello,
Hi, we're looking to speak to Whitney.
speaking.
Okay.
Hello.
Hey, Whitney.
Hi, who's this?
We like the sound of your voice. We're a
I know.
radio show.
She's got tentative
A
coverage.
what?
We're a morning radio show called Brooke and Jeffrey in the Morning.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Not all the time, but right now we are.
Okay.
We're wacky.
We do try and do some fun stuff. Like Alexis, tell them about it.
We call people.
Good,
this.
good work.
So why are you calling me?
Good question there. Because this segment is called a second date update. And that's where we try and help listeners get another date after they went out with someone one time and want to see them again.
Oh, okay.
That makes sense. So one of our listeners has asked us to reach out to you specifically. His name is Russell.
Oh.
You remember Russell? You guys drove around the city for a while?
He asked you out after you guys met at that dart bar.
Yeah, we did. I was out with my sister, my best friend, her husband, and, you know.
Okay. Well, that's great. But we want to talk about Russell a little bit. Because
But we do know your sister's probably great.
she's awesome.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, your whole family, I'm sure. But what did you think of Russell on your guys' date?
He was okay.
Okay.
He's okay looking.
Oh.
Ouch. Just call him ugly. It's better than okay.
Okay, wait, hold on though. Like he pulls up to your house. I mean, you'd already met him in person and agreed to the date. It's not like you didn't know what he looked like.
Yeah, but I didn't know fully about him. But after driving around for an hour, I really learned a lot.
Okay.
And sometimes that's positive. Sometimes that can be negative.
Okay. And it can
Okay.
change the way you're attracted to someone, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah. Give it the
It
ick.
can.
So what did you learn that changed your mind about him?
He lives with his parents.
Oh, well, that was direct.
Oh.
Okay.
Really?
He's not stable. He's codependent on his parents.
Well,
Wait, though.
hold on.
I think it's pretty common.
I mean, we've definitely heard other listeners come on the show that have said that they lived with their parents and they're saving up a lot of money so they could buy like a nice house.
Yeah, or
Sure.
sometime during between jobs.
Like,
Absolutely,
if-
or in between roommates. I mean, there's just so many different reasons why you would find yourself back in that position.
We thought it may have been something that he did wrong on the date, but he didn't do anything wrong, it sounds
No.
like.
No, he didn't do anything wrong, but he needs to have his own place. He needs to be able to provide.
Okay. I mean, I know we've heard that as a deal breaker and a hang up for certain people. But, like, I mean, I can understand why you wouldn't want to bring that up to him during the date. You really think that's something where you would not even consider seeing him anymore because he lives with his parents?
It's a deal breaker.
How come? Like, why is it for you?
Because he needs to have his own money. He needs to have his stuff together just a little bit more.
Okay.
All right.
So the connection isn't necessary.
You're like an independent woman who's out on your own, making your own life, and you want somebody that matches that energy.
Yes.
I do wonder what Russell would have to say about that because I need to let you know, Whitney, he is on the other line listening.
He is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty sure it's on his
Well, that's
parent.
another thing we do.
Right.
Put them on
That-
the
Oh,
line.
that's good, Alexis.
Thank you, Alexis,
yeah, you
for
should
your
have told her
second
that
contribution.
at the beginning.
But Russell is there, I think.
Yes, I am on the line, and I'm just, it blows me away to hear you say that because one of the things I learned about Whitney is that she also lives with her parents.
Wait, what?
What?
Oh my God.
Yes, I do live with my
Yes.
parents.
You do?
Yes.
Yes, I do.
Oh.
What? Hold up.
You
what
need
do you
to be.
mean? What do you mean you live with your parents, Whitney?
I mean, I live with my mom and my dad.
Uh-huh.
One of us needs to have our own place.
I honestly kind of get her on that. It'd be really hard to date if you both lived with your parents.
No.
Exactly.
You can't judge somebody else for it.
It's hypocritical.
I can, and I do.
Okay.
So what we're learning here is the reason that you're not going out with Russell is because he lives with his family, even though you also live with your family. That's a deal breaker for you.
Exactly.
Why?
Okay.
How are we going to hang out? How are we going to hang out? You know, where am I going to cook dinner for him at?
It's kind of sexy if you think about it. If you're like, so
mean-
do you want to go back to your mom's house or my mom's house tonight?
I could see how that would really set in for you after you spend just an hour in his car together.
Exactly.
You're going to
Is it
spend a
his
lot more
car?
hours in cars together.
Yeah.
I would have gone back with him to his house, but we didn't have anywhere to go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh. Russell, you're staying awfully quiet
hard.
during this. Do you have anything to say to her?
I think this is completely ridiculous. Like, we should be closer to one another because we have the same situation. We're trying to get out of it.
Yeah.
Things are crazy now, and I am saving towards a goal.
Okay.
And it's like,
Okay.
I just don't know why you'd put that on me completely. It just seems really like a double standard.
Yeah.
I put it on you because you're the man and you need to get this done.
Yeah.
Okay.
This isn't 1950. I mean,
Yeah, I'm with him on that.
Well, we're kind
Okay,
of heading
but
back in
here's-
that
okay,
direction
if we-
in a lot
Yeah,
of
we
the
are.
legal ways. So
If we get out of that conversation, I mean, maybe, Russell, you just have a better, like, you have a plan of how you guys would hang out, and maybe that would change your mind.
that's a good idea,
You
Brooke.
know?
We can move forward from this.
Yeah, like, how would you guys hang out if you both live at your parents' house?
That's a really good question.
That is a good question. I mean,
As the man, how would you step up and provide a place to hang out for her?
we could go on dates, get to know one another, and then go to the coast, you know? And also, my parents travel a lot. There's a lot of times where they're not going to be home.
All right.
Oh,
Now we're
okay.
getting to a real solution.
High school 2.0.
Yeah, get the
that's
house to
right.
yourself one time. Or if they are home, tie a bandana around the doorknob and tell mom and dad to go watch a movie.
Oh, no.
Okay.
What?
That's not
That's-
a thing.
That's probably a
code.
thing in Jeffrey's house, is the sad part.
We've got a lot of colorful bandanas that mean a whole lot of
I feel
different
like his
things.
mom uses it more than he does, though.
Yeah, I'm like, well, I'm not going in that room. Know what's happening in there. It seems like you guys have this thing in common. People die to find things that they have in common with people in the
Maybe
dating
not
world.
this thing, though.
And
This is the one
honestly,
thing?
if you
Yeah.
can leave an hour hanging out in the car and still think that this is a fun person you want to be with, you may be missing out.
You don't want to throw that away. That's why we'd love to offer to send you guys out on another date to somewhere outside of both of your parents' homes, and we would pay for it. If you're up for giving him another chance, Whitney.
Nothing has changed since the start of this conversation. If he gets out of his parents' house, maybe we can talk then.
Okay.
Sorry, Russell. It looks like we're not going to be able to get you a second date here.
Parents ruined it again, Jeff.
Yeah.
Fine with me.
Yeah.
Hey, if you have any cute friends that have their own place, let me know.
Oh, come on.
Are you asking Russell that?
Yeah,
Jose's got his own place. I mean,
Yeah, but no one wants to date me.
yeah.
If you're at a low moment in your life,
Yeah.
the last thing that you want to do is go out on a date.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, for
Jeez,
sure.
I didn't even think of that.
Like right after you flush the family goldfish. Or in Brooke's case, ate it. But one of our
don't let it
listeners...
go to waste.
It was a
right?
dare.
One of our listeners says he didn't have a choice because he was at one of the lowest points of his life and tried to reschedule with the woman he was supposed to meet up with, but she said no and decided she was going to show up anyway.
Oh, wow. That's bold.
Could not believe where they ended up having their first hangout. It's definitely unprecedented territory, and you're going to hear it in your brand new second date update right after this. I want everyone in studio and driving to close their eyes right now.
Jeff?
No, if you're driving, no.
Just think, out of all the places in the world,
I'm doing
where would be the worst to have a first date?
Oh, I thought you were taking me somewhere nice.
Maybe next to an active volcano?
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Kind of romantic.
Inside of an off-brand Hooters?
Oh, off-brand.
I don't know, I like that. Off-brand, wait, what is that?
It's called Alley's.
Or maybe the radioactive playground at Chernobyl?
Oh, my date has 3 eyeballs.
Mommy, this swing moved by itself.
And one of our listeners says he wishes he could have had his first date somewhere else.
Okay.
But unfortunately, he didn't really have a choice.
Uh-oh, why?
And now he needs our help. Let's talk to Steve about it. Steve, welcome to the show.
Hey, thanks guys for having me.
God, I love when dates go wrong and people put blame on something bigger than themselves.
It's the
I
location.
appreciate that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I appreciate that, Steve.
What was the name of the woman that you went out with?
I went out with Julie.
Okay.
I'm always just assuming these days that you met on an app.
We did, yeah. We matched about 2 months ago.
That's a long time.
But our schedules just wouldn't match up.
Okay.
Stuff kept coming up, and we finally settled on a date. And suddenly, the day before, I got dramatically sick.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Dude, it feels like the universe is telling you not to go out with Julie.
Yeah.
Right, right. But like so bad, I ended up in the hospital.
Oh,
Oh,
my
my God.
Are you okay now? You're okay now, right?
Oh yeah, I'm good now.
Okay.
You said dramatically. Were you acting?
Yeah.
Really good actor.
I mean, that's the thing from Julie's standpoint. It'd be hard to believe that after 2 months of like.
And then now I'm in the hospital. Like, really, dude?
Well, yeah. So this is what happens. I messaged her the night before to cancel, and I kind of explained why.
Yeah.
And her response was, "Well, I'll come visit you."
What?
Ooh.
I'm in the
Oh.
hospital.
Was she just trying to like call your bluff sort of thing?
Oh, that's a good idea.
That might have been part of it. Obviously, like I wasn't bluffing, but
Yeah.
all I was thinking is like this is like easily the worst I've ever looked.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you agree to have her come visit you?
I told her no. Let's please do another day.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
But she's like, I don't care. I want to come and see you.
Oh,
Oh.
my God. Now I'm thinking what Alexis said.
Like
she's
she doesn't believe
No.
you that you're
Yeah.
really
Why would
sick?
you want to hang out with someone sick? You don't know.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to do that
Yeah.
either.
So did she show up?
She showed up.
No.
Oh.
What did you do to prep for that? You're like, hey, can I have a washcloth to wash my face? Like, you're not showered.
Pull a code blue. That's what I would do.
I want to get the fancy gown on. What do they call
Yeah.
it? Fancy hospital gown on.
Bring extra pudding or whatever.
Yeah.
2 chocolates.
I mean, what was that moment like when she walked in the room?
I mean, part of it was like, oh, this is cool. We're finally seeing each other. The other part of it was just like me being purely mortified.
And it sucks if you ever get excited on the date, like you can't hide it because the
Jeffrey.
heart monitor is going to be like beep, 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 beep,
Oh,
beep,
That's
beep, beep.
where you went with all this.
I thought
No,
we were talking.
not
Me
that
too.
type of
I thought
excited.
we were
like,
okay. Jeffrey,
you think she's beautiful, and it's like your heart's going crazy.
Brooke and I are picturing
God.
something.
Yeah,
You
that's
guys
the
are
sheets are
perverts.
very thin.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys disgusting.
We get new sheets.
I'm sorry about that. No, how did it go?
So, I mean, it was nice. It was sweet. She showed up with a gift. It was a book of like 100 unbelievable facts.
Oh,
Oh, because she didn't believe that you were
I
actually
know.
sick.
Yeah.
I like how she was leaning in on that.
No,
okay.
it's just good, like, bed reading, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a nice gesture.
Yeah, something to help pass the time in the
Yeah.
hospital. Like,
Uh-huh.
we split a hospital meal together in my room.
Okay.
Wow.
Covered by your insurance.
Hey.
Right.
Well, I mean, were you able to hold a conversation with her? I don't know how sick you were.
Yeah, I mean, we were like, she read some of like the facts in the book, and we talked about that. The most embarrassing thing was like the staff was kind of like harassing me about like if she was my girlfriend. You know, they were doing the whole like, ooh, is this your girlfriend?
The nurses.
So that probably was kind of awkward. How long did she stay for?
I mean, it was a couple hours.
Oh,
Like,
wow.
yeah, she told them it was actually our first date.
What?
The nurses then like went and took some flowers from like a dead lady's
Oh,
room.
God.
Oh,
Wait, what?
Come on.
It
You
couldn't
just
just
said
be,
dead lady.
be a
That's not-
vacant room, okay?
Yeah.
It has the condolences note still on it.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Oh my God.
So was there any, like, I mean, besides them giving you a hard time and being funny, was there like a spark? I mean, it'd be hard to have some sort of like
Did you guys make out?
chemistry in that situation.
So I thought we had a good time, and I thought the experience like kind of bonded us, very unique, you know.
Uh-huh.
For sure.
And that like 100% we would go out again.
Yeah.
I mean, if she's willing to come and visit you on a first date while you're bedridden in the hospital,
Yeah.
that speaks volumes about like where she thinks this relationship could go.
I know, it's
Totally.
wild to me to think that you haven't been in contact or gotten another
Yeah.
date with her.
And how could she complain? Like, oh, he wasn't that funny. It's
Yeah.
like, you were in the hospital. What did she expect?
How long ago was that?
So it was a few weeks ago.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
And we've been texting up until this past week. And now she's like hardly responding at all.
Huh.
Oh.
And like, I'm out of the hospital. I was hoping to see her for a normal date.
Yeah.
And honestly, I just don't know what the deal is. The only thing I can think of is maybe I really did look like I was in as bad of shape as I was.
That's understandable. And you were texting after.
It would take a really cold person to come into a hospital room and be
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
ew.
Yeah. Is there McDreamy in that hospital? Maybe she ran into.
Oh,
she found a hot
that's
doctor
true.
in the hallway.
Met a doctor on the way out.
Or maybe she got sick with whatever you
Oh,
had, and now she's in the hospital. You're going to have to do your second date there.
Oh, we have a lot of options for him.
Yeah.
And none of them are your fault so far.
That's good.
you know?
So we're going to come back. We're going to call Julie for you and try and get you your second date update right after this.
All right. Thank you so much, guys.
All right, man. Hold on. I'm just super glad that Steve pulled through and made it all the...
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Steve? No, we got to get him back.
Get the
I'm here.
pedals.
Ready?
Uh,
Clear! Clear!
Oh,
Your timing.
Okay, we did it.
God, because your
Sound
timing
right.
was really off on
Yeah.
that.
Doesn't
one.
matter. We
Yeah.
saved him. Second date, back up and running with our
Yeah.
listener, Steve, who is fully alive. And his first date happened in his own hospital bed. But Steve matched with Julie a couple months before this. They had to keep pushing back their date because their schedules weren't matching up. And the night before they were due to meet each other,
Yeah.
he ended up getting super sick and had to go to the hospital.
Yeah. And
So-
she just wouldn't back down.
No, she goes,
No.
I'm coming to visit you there. And showed up, brought a book for him to read. They shared a meal together.
Yeah, even told the nurses that it was their first date.
So they thought
Yeah.
that was super cute and stole some flowers from the deceased to make it extra special for them.
I don't think it's theft at that point.
No,
Yeah.
it doesn't belong to anybody.
Yeah.
But now Steve is better. He is out of the hospital, except he's not getting a call back from Julie anymore. So
Maybe
we're-
she only likes sick boys. You know? Yeah.
now that he's healthy.
Have you ever thought of that, Steve?
You know, that must be what it is.
Yeah.
I better throw myself in front of a
Yeah,
car.
she's like, oh, you have too much color in your
Yeah.
cheeks. I like
Yeah.
nice, gaunt,
She's like,
pale guy.
So, did you meet any like super sick hot dudes in there?
Yeah.
Maybe you need to work on your sniffles and your coughs a little bit
There
before
it
we
is.
reach
So
out to
funny.
her.
That's a good theory, bro.
I bet there's a good reason she's not calling you back. We can fix this, I feel like.
Or if not a good reason, at least a reason.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Whatever it is, we're
Yeah.
going to find out. Let's call her right now.
Hello?
Hi, we're looking to talk with Julie.
Yes, this is Julie.
Hey, Julie. You're on a radio show right now called Brooke and Jeffrey in the Morning.
Hey, Julie, welcome to the
Hey.
show.
Hey.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What's this about?
This is about a segment we do called a second date update. A really saucy, sexy segment, I should add.
Oh.
Ooh.
I don't know how
Oh,
saucy
not-
and sexy
What
it was for
color is
you,
the
though.
sauce? Is
Probably
it a
not
white
in
or-
her, probably not in her case.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah.
We heard a little bit about a date that you went on recently with a guy named Steve.
Okay.
Steve,
Yeah.
you know, from the hospital, Steve?
Yeah. I remember.
Okay.
Okay.
Can we just ask, did you show up to the hospital because you were trying to call him out? Like you thought that he was faking?
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
No, I mean,
What?
Okay.
You're just like a genuinely caring person?
We don't
What,
talk
what
to
is,
people like
what is that
Hang
like?
up on her.
Alexis, you don't belong here.
I mean, I was a little bit worried about him because we had become friends talking online.
Okay.
Okay.
That's
Yeah,
good.
we know you had a couple months of like
That's
rapport
awesome.
and chemistry, so.
And that's good. So what did you think of Steve when you saw him IRL?
I
Should I
mean,
not say that?
No,
No.
whenever
When
you
you
try
say
it.
it, it's weird. Yeah, it
Feels
feels like
so-
you're forcing
yeah.
it.
Well, how
like
was
you
the
wrote it down and
face-to-face
you were like,
interaction
"Jeff,
with
today."
with old Steve-O over there?
I mean, I was
I don't know.
liking him.
Oh, you were?
Oh, you were.
Oh.
That's good.
I just, I don't know if it's going to work out, and it has nothing to do with him.
Oh.
Okay.
So it has nothing to do with him. What does it have to do with?
Sorry to pry.
Yeah.
Wait, he
Uh,
just is curious.
I had a friendly ghost appear, like a Casper situation.
Like
Wait.
a haunting?
No, a Casper situation. It's like when there's a guy that you've been seeing who you think you have future plans with, suddenly ghosts and stops talking to you, and then he's on your DMs on Instagram, and then he likes your stories, but like he doesn't say anything to you.
Oh my
and-
God, I'm a
Why
Casper.
would you put any energy into that? I mean, obviously,
Yeah.
those guys always come back around as they can like sniff out that you have somebody interested in you.
Yep.
Well,
Yeah,
like,
Brooke is speaking from personal experience there. She's definitely gone back
I mean,
a few
they're the
times.
guys
This house
that
is haunted, let me tell
they're
you.
the guys that only want you when they can't have you.
well, I thought he was really cool, and we dated for a couple of weeks, and he's supplying coffee for different places and businesses, and I love coffee. And
Oh, okay.
So wait, so
mean-
you're still
Alexis.
dating this guy and you love his coffee. That's why you're not
She's
No,
not
she's
dating
not
him.
dating him. He's just like floating around
Yes.
her
So he ghosted
Instagram.
again.
So you're just putting Steve
friendly
off.
ghosting.
Yeah, you're putting
Got
Steve
it.
off because you want to keep the door open for Coffee Boy.
yeah, I know that sounds kind of rude, but if you want to sum it up that way, I guess it's true.
So this other guy,
get
he's
it, but-
he's just like liking your Insta stories and things like that. Has he actually said anything to you?
No, he just wants me to know that he sees me.
No,
Oh, you guys
no.
aren't even like
This guy sucks. I'm
dating.
telling
Man.
you. You need to run from this dude.
You can still
yeah.
date Steve. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to get some backup on this too, and we actually do have like a friendly ghost who's floating on the other phone line
That's a
right
good
now.
one, yeah.
His name is actually Steve.
Oh, he's a real person.
What? What?
Yeah, the way the segment works is we have Steve waiting on the other line listening to the conversation, waiting to
Yeah.
jump in.
Surprise.
Oh, no.
That was
Steve?
kind of a ghost-like moan.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm a little scared. Steve, you there?
Ooh.
I am so confused right now. So you're basically ghosting me for a friendly ghost?
oh,
Well,
that is.
Kind of, yeah.
It's a lot of supernatural spirits.
yeah, I guess that's one way to put it.
Oh.
Okay.
I mean, that is how you put it.
Sounds like
those are your
literally.
words.
Hey, I did not mean to hurt your feelings, but I'm in a weird situation and I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you don't dislike me. You actually like me, though.
Yeah, I think you're a good person.
But here's the thing, Julie.
But you don't
like,
distribute coffee to a bunch of businesses, so.
And you
But
don't like all her pigs.
you haven't seen and hung out with Steve outside of a hospital bed. I mean,
Yeah.
if you can walk away from a hospital room on a first date and say, that was really great.
Yeah.
Can you imagine what it would be like if you were both in full health?
Like I said before, this isn't really about Steve. This is about this friendly ghost that I'm dealing with, and
Okay.
I'm kind of waiting around to see how it plays out.
Sounds like you're dealing with a ghost problem, and it's not even the dead lady from the hospital whose flowers magically ended up in your room.
Oh,
That's a totally different ghost who's been looming around.
There's a lot of ghosts in the second update.
I know.
It's haunted for sure.
I'm just wondering, like, if I was to hang around on your Instagram and like a bunch of your stories, and then after I ditch you for a while, like, that's something you would like?
No. Ew, no. That's creepy.
What is literally the difference between me doing it and this other guy?
Well, he's my ex. Like, you and I haven't been anything real enough for you to friendly ghost me. Like, you just be a creepy ghost.
Oh.
Nobody wants to be
dude.
creepy ghost.
Yeah.
What if I ended up in the hospital again? Who's going to come and see me?
Play the pity card. I like that.
That's a strategy. Yeah. Come on, Steve is funny.
Julie, you could bring the guy with the coffee business over to the hospital and take him there.
Hey,
Why?
The nurses will love him.
Turn him into a real ghost.
What?
Oh my God, Jeff!
Jeff.
The coffee guy won't hang out with her in
I don't know.
life.
Yeah,
She-
I know. I keep thinking the same, Alexa.
Yeah,
I'm like,
the only time the coffee guy's going to call you is when he's sad and lonely.
yeah.
And
then
the
you'll be like,
hospital.
Yeah, that's a perfect place to get
Yeah.
really sad.
oh, no.
I just gotta hold out and see.
Hold out.
So I'm just supposed to wait for this guy to fully ghost you again before.
Well, he's not gonna fully ghost me.
Oh, this is the time.
That's it.
Okay.
Okay.
Have you
Yeah.
actually talked to him yet?
Not yet, but he's getting closer.
Okay. Look, Steve, I know that you're trying really
on
hard
Facebook.
here to get
God.
Julie back, but it sounds like this doesn't have anything to do with you. This is totally her deal.
Yeah.
She's just trying to figure her own stuff out.
You
So
seem like a great guy, dude.
And I mean, honestly, she's going to be single for a while, so, you know.
it's probably pointless for me to even ask this question, but I'm going to do it anyway
Oh,
because
yeah.
there's a ghost whispering in my ear to do it. He's saying you and Steve should go out on another date and we'll pay for it.
I don't know.
Come
don't know.
on, Julie, just say yes.
He's
I don't know
so
is close to
close.
yes.
He's a
Steve, why
real
are you
person.
laughing?
I'm sorry. This is all very amusing. And, like, I don't mean to rush you, Julie, but I've got an ambulance on the other line. They just want to know where I'm at.
He's calling an emergency date.
You better hurry.
Come on.
Or he ends up in the hospital again.
I just don't think it'd be fair to you, Steve. Like, I'm not 100% in this situation.
Okay.
Oh, man.
I mean, that's some
mentally.
honesty right there.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, man. This isn't going to work out. We're not going to be able to get you a second date.
This is okay. I'd rather deal with this now than, like, if we were dating or something.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know?
that's true. That's true.
But
That's a good attitude.
Don't
Steve.
give up hope, man. Try to haunt her in a month or two,
Yeah.
and then she'll be really into it.
Man, I know the game plan now.
Yeah, right.
Talk to you in a couple months, man. Good luck.
Don't do that, Steve. I told you it's creepy.
Okay.
Oh. In today's second date call, we conducted a little mini experiment with Brooke regarding a few of the guys that she's dated in her past.
Uh-oh.
And this is something we've never attempted before. I don't think
Really?
Brooke was expecting the results of it, but I will say this, the numbers don't lie.
Oh, wow, you're just going to stick to it, huh?
And
Crunching
maybe
I don't know. Like, what is wrong with you?
I'm just saying maybe it's going to help us understand the unusual mindset of one of our listeners when it comes to finding himself a suitable match in the dating world. You're going to hear it coming up
I
in a brand new second date update right after this. We're going to do a fun little experiment here.
Oh, that's exciting.
And
Okay.
Brooke, before
Yeah.
you got together with your husband, Michael, think about the last couple guys before him that you dated.
Yeah.
I need you to rate them based on their attractiveness. Just simply 1 to 10, the last two.
Oh, they're both, well, no, okay. One of
They're
them,
changing in your head.
I'd give one of them an 8.
Okay.
Eight.
And then I'd give one of the other ones when he showered,
That's
5.
That's not a good.
Oh, yeah.
That was when he showered?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Unshowered?
It's
true.
Probably a
You
9. You went
yeah.
up. She likes it.
No,
no
3.
shower.
I'd go
A
lower
3?
on that
Okay.
Yeah.
So we have an 8
Right.
and
one.
a
It's just
3.
he had really greasy hair.
Now, a recent
Oh.
study
Yeah.
says if you average out the numbers of your exes, that is what society deems your number is. So,
Oh,
Brooke,
okay.
you would be a solid 5.
Wow.
Oh.
I don't actually argue that.
No,
Yeah?
That
wait
feels
a
good to
minute.
me.
Okay, I didn't think you would. It's like you
Partners.
are what you eat, you are who you've dated.
Okay.
And one of our listeners may be dealing
I'm
with
shallow.
a numbers crisis in his dating life. His name, and I apologize if I pronounce this wrong, is it Thom? Thom?
Yeah, it's Thom. There's an H.
Cool.
Oh, and it's pronounced.
Okay,
Okay.
like
All right,
Tom with
cool.
an H.
What's up, Thom?
Hey, guys.
So, according to your email, it says that before the date, you considered yourself to be a 6, but afterwards, you consider yourself a 4 now.
Uh-oh.
no.
Why do you feel
What?
that way? Did you fall face down on an escalator? What's going on?
No. I mean, when I went out with her, I thought she was a 6 easily, but she's like not calling me back. So now I'm thinking I'm a 4. You know?
Oh, you
Oh.
think you're
I
not
see.
meeting her
Oh, my
standard.
God.
If you can't lock down a 6, then yeah, what does that
Right.
leave
Can we
you?
just like put it out there that no woman, no matter where you actually think they stand, should ever be called anything but a 7 or an 8?
Well, yeah.
You know?
Yeah, at least not to their
Men.
face, but she's not on the phone right now, so we're allowed to be honest.
Here's this. She's really not calling him back.
You know?
Yeah.
Why do you think you failed?
I have absolutely no idea. I mean, look, I didn't put in like a ton of effort. Maybe that was
Well, maybe
Okay, well, that's something.
it's one big clue there.
I don't know. I didn't listen.
I don't
didn't
know.
do anything. I don't know what her name is.
Yeah, do you know what her name is? Do we put that much effort in?
Yeah, Tori.
Tori.
Is
Tori. Is it Tori or is it Thori with an H in the middle?
That's funny.
That's a good one.
It's just Tori.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Where did you meet Tori?
Dating app,
All right.
which I normally, it was weird. Like I kind of aim higher. I'm going after 7s and 8s.
What are you saying?
Well, hear him out. Let's hear him
It's like,
out.
why?
No, you got to listen. Wait, listen. I mean, that was the thing. I've been like kind of going after these sort of, I guess, aesthetically more beautiful women, but it wasn't really working. So I was kind of like, well, I'll go out with this girl. She's probably a 6.
I feel you, brother.
Okay.
Do you always think of people on this rating scale?
No, I mean,
Okay, Brooke, all men think that way.
No.
Surprise
think that's
news
true.
flash.
That's
Surprise
not
news
true.
flash. We think beautiful women are beautiful.
No,
and if that
that's
offends you,
different.
then
That
that's
is
your
true.
issue.
That's different than
It's not
rating
different.
every single person you meet. Okay, so here's my question.
Women do this. I know women rate guys.
I don't rate people in my head.
Yeah, I don't
like,
rate people in my
yes,
head.
I find them attractive or not attractive for sure,
I have
but
the
I don't
evidence.
play.
8 was one of your boyfriends, and 3 was the other one. When to your You don't rate people? Okay. I guess you're right. We'll go off of your word on that one.
Okay, okay.